This is the first dog you're going to see today, and his name is Benny. Benny is a male Cocker Spaniel, neutered. Came in so severely matted that he had to be shaved pretty much down to his skin, and with a terrible case of kennel cough. He is well. He's a little bit obese. He's been great with everyone here. He loves people. He walks well on a leash. He is housebroken. He is a love sponge. The dog wants to be petted. He looks to you for attention all of the time. I mean, he's had some training. He will sit on command. The little tail, the little stubby tail just keeps wagging and wagging. And he's absolutely adorable. Yeah, he's 10 years old. But he's got lots of good time left. And he'd love to have that time with somebody who knows cockers, loves cockers, wants a laid-back, loving, happy, playful, sweet little dog who only wants a chance to have someone to pet him. And that's all you have to do to make this dog happy, is just stroke his head. His name is Benny. He is an absolute love, and he's looking for a forever home. This great-looking guy is Mr. Fox. Mr. Fox is a Chihuahua mix. He's about 5 years old. He's neutered. He's great with everyone. He loves to give hugs. If you pick him up, he'll wrap his paws around your neck and just hold on to you. He's a little timid with strangers at first, but then he's a tiny little boy. But the minute that he gets to know you, and it doesn't take long, he will be all over you to play with. He is playful and happy and outgoing and very secure, very frankly, for such a little guy. Usually when we see them this small, they're quite timid. And he's not. He's curious, and he can't figure that camera out at all. But he's just absolutely, hello, baby. Now, he's never met me before, and he's certainly not being terrible with me. He's just an absolutely darling little boy. Lap dog, play dog. No little kids because he is so tiny. But certainly it didn't take him long to get over any timidity he had with me. He's sweet, he's adorable, he's tiny, he's loving. The little tail just keeps going, and his name is Mr. Fox. If you've ever looked for a dog that's the embodiment of adorable, look no further than Liam. He is a neutered male, 2-year-old Shih Tzu. Very social, very outgoing, very playful, great with everybody. Loves kids, loves other dogs, likes to ride in a car. Gives every indication of being house-trained, although I can't say for sure. But certainly the minute he got outside, the first thing he did was run and urinate, which usually tells you something. But, I mean, he's just too cute for words. So, you can't do that, baby boy. No. They have a cone on him, so he can't lick his surgery. But unfortunately, we took it off, and he thinks that's a great opportunity. He is absolutely darling, friendly, outgoing, secure, little, playful, bouncing and bright, and he doesn't stop for a minute. But if you're looking for a darling little furry friend, this is one of the cutest little dogs and one of the sweetest little dogs. See if you can get him over by Nancy now so that she can get a good picture of his face without letting him eat the camera, because he will. He's just darling, happy, outgoing, and absolutely adorable. His name is Liam. He's been neutered, and he's ready to go into a wonderful home. Rocket Dog is 2.5 years old. He's a neutered male. He is a multi-mix. We don't know what's in him, except lots of energy. He was adopted once in return for being too active, because he is extremely active, extremely playful. Yeah, he says, what the heck is that camera? I don't think I want to go near that. He wants to run all day. He's great with kids. He's good with other dogs. He's good with cats. He is, however, not housebroken. Oh, that camera is real scary to some of the dogs. Oh, woof, yes. And as you can see, he thinks he's a watchdog, too. And he'll bark loud enough to scare away some people. But it's okay, baby. Cute, happy, playful, outgoing, but very, very hyper. So if you've got kids who will play with him and tire him out, or he will tire them out, Rocket Dog is the dog you want in your house. Zeus is a lab mix. He's 3.5 years old. He has severe separation anxiety. As a matter of fact, I understand that he chewed up a wall trying to get out of a room when he was left alone. So he's a dog that's going to need somebody who's going to be with him until he gets used to, yes, sweetheart. Until he gets used to you and he begins to feel more secure. And a trainer might help with that. And Zeus has been professionally obedience trained by Barkbusters, and you have lifetime support from Barkbusters with any problems you would have with him. He does great with every person. He's great with dogs. He's great with cats. He's great with kids. He's absolutely adorable. Then we get him to turn around and maybe even sit so we can see his handsome face instead of his butt. Zeus. Yeah, they're so excited to be out that they've got to check out the whole thing. But he's totally obedience trained, and he's very obedient. Walks well on a leash, rides well in a car, plays well with anyone, but gets terrified that he's going to be abandoned again if he's left home alone. So he needs someone who will spend a lot of time with him and confine him safely and understand that if he does any damage, and he probably will, it's only because he's so happy to have a home and so terrified when the people he's learning to love leave him. He needs to learn to love and feel safe again. His name is Zeus. Madge is a 5-year-old spayed female Rottweiler. And yes, Madge is a little bit portly. Hey, Madge! Madge is stopping to smell the flowers. There she comes. She has great leash manners. She walks well on a leash. She loves people. She likes to play ball. She is intimidated and does not do well with big dogs. So if you have a small dog in your house, you're fine. If you've got a bigger dog in your house, she's not going to be happy. But basically every person she sees is a lap to be climbed in or a knee to be leaned against or somebody to just give big fat rotty kisses to and slime just a little bit. She's very sweet. She's very pretty. She's very loving. Oh, yes. And she's very strong. And she's very happy and she needs a diet. Come on, let's see your face over there, darling. And her name is Madge. The dog you're looking at now is Bear, B-A-R-E, Bear, B-E-A-R. Bear is a 5-year-old golden retriever chow mix. He's a neutered male. He gives high fives, loves people, loves other dogs, incredibly smart. He'd do well in an adult home. He is not great with little kids. But outside of not being great with little kids, he's absolutely great with everyone. He's as sweet as he can be. He's beautiful. He's big. He is incredibly intelligent. He learns so quickly that it would shock you. And he's here. There you go. You get your high five from Bear. And he gets a cookie. Incredibly intelligent, easy to train, very loving. Yes, he will shed. Oh, no question will he shed. Needs to be brushed. But it's worth it because he's such a sweet and lovely and wonderful dog. And huge. And his name is Bear. And this is the last dog we're going to show you today. This is our special needs dog. Her name is Bangle. And she's special needs for 2 reasons. She's special needs because she's 13 years old, and people who come into the shelter to adopt rarely look at an old dog. They just kind of say, that one's not for me. It's not going to have that long a time, and I don't want to bring that dog into my home. This dog is incredibly sweet, incredibly loving, great with kids, great with other dogs. She has been adopted from the shelter 5 times, and 5 times she's been returned. And not once has she ever been returned for doing something wrong. There were allergies, they were moving, the landlord didn't like her. Every single time she's come back, it's come back for a reason that had nothing to do with her. And this poor dog has not lost her belief in people, her faith in love, or her basic innate goodness in 5 times of back and forthing. Now she's got, at best, a few years left. And all she needs is someone who will take her in, make a commitment to keep her. She's an easy-keeping, very loving, incredibly dear, medium-sized dog. And all she needs is someone who will look at her and say, Bangle, you finally come home. You're here for the rest of your life, and we will love you as we know that you will love us. Her name is Bangle. She needs someone to commit to her and just love her. The shelter is full of beautiful, loving dogs and cats. Kittens and cats, little dogs, big dogs, just about anything that you would want is sitting here. And if you come and you look, you'll find something that you might even not know that you wanted until you see it. Because this whole kennel is full of cages, and every cage is full of love. Please come out. Please adopt.